Okay, so I'm opening up my Cricut design space, and I already have a couple of the SVG files saved in a project. So I'm just gonna go to my projects, open up the lipstick chapstick holders, get rid of some excess things. So I also added a long rectangular piece, and that is because I am going to make that into a little wristlet or key fob. So I decided to go with a mermaid shape instead of the rectangular one. So I'm just resizing that and saving it, and I choose genuine leather as my fabric. I find that works the best. Now, when working with faux leather, there's definitely been a learning curve, and what I have found to be the most effective is basically taping it down onto my mat. So I'm using painter's tape. I haven't tried any other types of tape, so I can't speak as to how well they might work, but painter's tape seems to work just well for me. So I only need this to be 11 inches long. So I'm gonna cut off an inch from the end, and then I'm going to continue to tape that down, especially the edges. So I also just want to press it and make sure it's as flat against the mat as possible. And I'm also using this little roller, a Cricut rolling pin. Let's call it that. So now I'm going to continue to add some tape. I'm going to add 2 pieces on each side as well. This is time consuming, but if you don't do this, what happened with me is the fabric is going to move and it's going to screw up your whole machine and project, and you're going to waste a lot of faux leather like I did. Okay, so I have it all taped down, and now it's time. I took it out of the Cricut, and my shapes are cut. So I'm just taking away that excess leather. So that is what I was talking about making a key fob or wristlet. So I'm going to use a little key fob hardware piece and the little pliers that came with them, and turn it into a keychain wristlet. And then once I do that, we're gonna move on to the chapstick holders. What I like to do is fold them over and get them to crease real nicely before I go in with the hot glue. So that's just what I'm doing here. Okay, so it is hot glue time, but first there are 2 different ways you can attach these to your keychains. You can use a traditional key ring like this, and the way you would do that is you would just put one side of the leather through the key ring, and then you would begin to glue it. But I'm going to be using the same hardware that I used to make the wristlet for these. So I'm just going to go straight in with the hot glue. So now I'm going to take a black key fob hardware with those pliers, and I don't squeeze it all the way at first because I want to make sure that it's even, number one, and that the placement is where I like it. So once I do that, then I'll go back in with the pliers and tighten it all the way. And we have our first lip gloss holder. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the exact same thing with the lips. Okay, so now it's time for a demonstration. Look how adorable that is! I love these. I think they are so convenient and just so cute. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.